The other thing that we found as a shortcut to being much more influential is what I like to call influencing yourself. And it has the risk of coming off as kind of like self-helpy, or I'm trying to position myself as some self-help expert that you might see on social media, telling you to get up early and write your goals or something. But in studying psychology, found that your environment and your environmental cues change how you act, and how you act is going to change how you're perceived and how you execute on raising capital and closing deals. And so there's many things you can do to influence yourself to get more done this year to raise more capital. And I only share these because I know they work, and they have worked, and they are working with me right now. Otherwise, again, I wouldn't share this because it's just, we have enough to cover in this workshop. I don't need to add this in. So the first thing is to set up a reward for yourself, whether it's a Peloton bike or a trip somewhere or something that costs less money, but you've just been putting off and it would be fun to try or fun to do. So when you meet a certain business goal or get that content out, then you reward yourself with something to make it more fun or make a game out of it. Gamifying something is obviously a way to get people engaged, even if it's just yourself, and make things more exciting and dynamic. Focusing on one thing. I've got an accountability partner I've done a call with every week for 10 years now that I met at a Evan Pagan conference in LA. And every week we put something in a spreadsheet, and that's our focus for the week. And the next week we get on the phone and see if we did that one thing, or if we have to tell the other person kind of why we weren't able to focus and do exactly what we said we were going to do. The other thing is posting my goals. I post my goals. I laminate them where I brush my teeth. I laminate them in my office. And I have quarterly, monthly, and annual goals. I make them visual. I put the rewards on there. And I'm always reading those over and looking at those. So I can't not know where I'm going. And I can't forget what's the highest priority, because I have that around me. I read a few different books every day that helps influence myself, and how you start your day and end your day can help influence how productive you are and what you get done and what you prioritize. There's a book called Success Principles by Jack Canfield. It's one of my favorite books. Every year I read that. I do one chapter per day until I'm done with the book. The surroundings you're in, they've shown to be highly influential. If you walk into a library, you naturally talk a little bit softer. If you walk into one environment versus another, it puts you either on edge or more comfortable, or just changes how you act. So managing your surroundings carefully is important. And then things related to diet, nutrition, where you live, and figuring out how do you get natural investor leads while also influencing yourself to be more happy, more aligned with people that you're trying to attract, more aligned with people that can connect you to deal flow. If you can, even if it costs more money to be somewhere where you might be healthier, enjoy your life more, and get investor leads, well, now where you live is an investment with an ROI, and it's not a cost. Some people look at it as a cost, like, oh, the cost of living is this. Like, well, if you can get an ROI on that cost, it's not a cost, it's an investment with a return. And you're either getting a good return or a bad return based on all these things. So there's no separate exercise on this. We have one during our investor influence workshop. You can watch that recording now or participate in this event live later this year. But these are important things to keep in mind and consider if you want to get a lot done in 2021 and execute on some of the stuff we've been talking about today.